What's going on? Welcome to the live stream. I'm Rob. Hit subscribe and notification bell. I'm working on a recorded video. I'm doing some rewriting, another draft while I'm in editing. You know, making YouTube videos all by yourself on a phone is difficult. I understand why YouTubers hire editors. Because you're filming, you're editing, and then, you know what? You go, oh, let me rewrite that. Let me go back to the writer's room. So, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm hoping to release a video by the end of this week. And at some point. I don't know if you read the news that Trump Jr., baby Trump, loser nepo baby Trump, is trying to score a TV show through Daddy. You know, the first Trump presidency, they were like, I think they were a little bit in shock and didn't really know how to navigate the amount of corruption they could commit. They didn't know how to leverage the bribes. The guy who's notorious for the art of the deal really didn't understand the power he had. And now he does. And apparently he's making everyone kiss the rings because word has it that the president of Max, HBO, I hate that they call it Max because you think it's Cinemax, but it's not. It's HBO Max. Stupid wording. And how much money did they spend on renaming everything to Max? From HBO Max to just Max. The amount of waste when they could just be buying cool, obscure TV shows. Like, throw a lot of money at Tim Robinson and, hey, what's up, Alyssa? And get a Detroiters season 3. Come on. So apparently when HBO Max wanted to get in the good graces of Trump, because that's what you have to do. Like, everybody just has to play ball. Before it was like a little, you know, on the DL to play ball, but this new art of the squeal president, this swine in the White House, this little greedy pig, he's just out there being like, oh, you want to get in my good graces? Give my son a hunting show on Discovery. That's what's being reported. That is in the news. That the Trump team said, you want to get in good with Trump? Give Don Jr. a hunting show on Discovery. Who the fuck wants to watch a rich loser nepo baby hunt exotic animals? My God. Is this like, and that's what they think is cool, you know? Don Jr. I don't follow him on anything, but in the articles, what's up, go Pats? In the article I posted, it shows his Instagram where he's like catching a bull shark off the shore, and I'm just like, this isn't even, you know, it's not even like cool survival hunting. This is just like, let's see what exotic animals I can try to hurt today. It's I mean, these are just petulant man children. I hate the Trumps. If any, like, and it's so easy to have a win here. Imagine if they were like, let's do a conservation show where we go and see all these beautiful animals. But no, they're like, if you want to get in Daddy Trump's good graces, give his son, Trump Jr., a hunting show on Discovery. What does Don Jr. hunt? Well, you maybe seen the photo of him holding up a dead jaguar. It's like, they're the most repulsive people. I'd rather have that jaguar alive than any of them any day. The jaguar probably did more good for this world. But it's so funny because if you think this is cool, imagine if Biden was trying to cut a deal to get his son Hunter, you know, a laptop show. What if he's trying to get his son Hunter a show about addiction? What was that show about addiction? That horrible Intervention. What if he was trying to get Hunter to host the new series of Intervention? People would be like, what the fuck is going on? But they're normalizing corruption, bribery, Like, this is nepotism 101. My daddy's rich and powerful, give me a TV show. I mean, back in my day, you used to have to do something inappropriate on a private tape and have that leaked to get a TV show. If you don't know the origins of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, go look it up. Go look it up, how the Kardashians got on TV. They're famous for nothing. You want to find out what that nothing is? It's just really incredible, though. And it's so aggravating because it's like no one wants to see a rich kid from the city who grew up with gold toilets. They bragged about it. Not my, I would have never known. Donald Trump bragged about having golden toilets in his, skyscraper penthouses. So these rich kids that grow up like this go and hunt, go on African safaris to hunt, almost extinct animals that, probably couldn't even sniff them because these people are probably standing 3 miles away with a sniper rifle. Like, who wants to watch that? We already have Duck Dynasty for all the lames. I don't want another Duck. I don't want a rich person Duck Dynasty. I don't even know much about Duck Dynasty, but I don't like them. Grasshopper knows how Kim Kardashian got her TV show. Sofinator, 6 people, now 8. We're on the come up. Sofinator. Hit subscribe and notification bell. I know you might be wowed at all the people watching right now, but try to calm yourself, okay? So that's what's going on in the news. That Trump is trying to get. So if you see a new series featuring Don Jr. about hunting exotic wildlife, the rarest species, how he's trying to hook bull sharks, probably go after great whites. I mean, if it puts him in danger, I'm all for the show, maybe, I know how she did this funny because it's the stupidest thing to get someone famous. Yup. It was golden toilets. They were very gold. Frankly, they were the goldest toilets. Don't use my personal toilet. Consuela. Well, and if you don't know, Jeff Bezos, who kissed the ring, and that's the other thing, none of these corporations have any backbones. They don't. They're just all like, how do I get the most money? How do I get the most tax breaks? Even though, article down below, the Silicon Six, the big Silicon Six, I don't know who they are. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, and whoever else. It turns out that they've skated out of $278 billion in taxes. They've avoided $278 billion in taxes. It's tax day, folks. Most likely you're paying around 20 to 26% in taxes. That means about 26% of your salary is going to the federal government for those services like the post office and the financial Federal Trade Commission, Consumer Protection Bureau, and all that stuff, okay? The government's supposed to provide services, help the roads, firefighters, whatever. It turns out the biggest companies in the history of the world, trillion-dollar, gazillion-dollar companies, avoided $278 billion in taxes over the past 10 years, and they were paying anywhere between like 13 to 18%. Could you imagine that? They're paying less than you. Companies that are making trillions of dollars. These people have wealth beyond wealth. They'll never spend that money in a million years, and they're skirting taxes. They're avoiding taxes. We need to hold their feet to the fire. And I mean, if you think it's going to get better, Donald Trump is about to cut all those taxes for it. It's just incredible to me that they would pay 13% taxes. Because people that work triple, double as hard as any of those CEOs, any of those corporate people, they are paying almost double that. You're paying almost double in taxes than what the wealthiest people in the world pay. That is just bass backwards. They don't want to pay their share, Alma. They do not. And that's the most frustrating thing, because it's like they can afford to. They're just doing it out of swine greed. They're a bunch of filthy swine. Oh, it's so frustrating. So so the news now is that to get in the good graces of Trump, John Jr., they're trying to push for John Jr. to get his hunting show on Discovery. hilarious. Worst show ever. But if you don't know, they're just falling in line. Jeff Bezos, who avoided taxes and probably going to get a huge tax break, he's paying his Amazon streaming service. I hate streaming. It's so horrible. Used to be able to own stuff. Now they dictate what you can own. They want you to rent everything for a monthly fee. Everything's going to be rented. This society sucks. We have the power to fix it. We could easily fix it. We got to come together, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. But if you don't know, Jeff Bezos and his Amazon streaming service is paying Melania Trump. You haven't seen her in forever. Where the fuck is that lady? Where's her Be Best? Melania Trump is getting paid $40 million to do a series on Amazon. Good God, what would she do? What is her talent? Is she like a high-end prostitute from Eastern Russia? Pretty sure she was like a call girl from Russia that Trump brought here on an Einstein immigrant card. Oh, Jesus, meaning like she's one of the most talented people. Oh my God, it's just exhausting going through how these rich people are so dumb and talentless. Oh my God. We have to fix this shit, folks. We have to. This is like embarrassing. I'm sorry. Rest of the world, I'm sorry. I don't know how these people fail upwards, but they do. Well, it's the money. You know, their parents gave them money, and because these kids didn't have to work hard or earn anything, or they didn't get the value of people besides how much you're worth, we have a nation run by people who just think money is the end all be all. That, you know, if you don't have money, then you're not worth anything. And that, you know, if you have money, then that makes you smart because you had money, even if it came from your parents. It is absolutely infuriating. So Melania Trump is going to have a special on Amazon, which is, my God, that's going to be hilarious. I really can't wait to see what that entails. And what is it? How to hide from your husband? What was that movie? 10 Things I Hate About You? Is that what it's? 10 Things I Hate About My Husband with Melania Trump. Lucky to have rich parents. They're extreme. All these people woke up on third, think they hit a triple, and don't realize, like, they just come from filthy, wealthy parents. They're all swine. So the news that and again, if you're in support, we have to wake up to this, because if HBO Max is going to Donald Trump and saying, hey, how do we get in your good graces? We want tax cuts. We want favoritism, which is what Trump says. He says, we're getting rid of favoritism. Everything's going to be based on merit. That was their whole thing behind DEI. But this is exactly the opposite of any kind of merit-based, any kind of talent-based. This is just loser nepotism swine. So Donald Trump's people said, hey, Trump Jr. really wants a hunting show. Why don't you put him on Discovery Channel and give him a hunting show? I mean, it's not like he's talented. It's not like people want to see it. It's not, anything that, I don't know, people used to have to get on TV, some kind of talent, now it's just, my dad's the president, give me a show. That's what it should be called. It should be called, my dad's the president, here's my hunting show. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Thank you. My news material. That's all I want to do. I just want people to wake the fuck up to this. Because if there's people out there that are going to be like, awesome, I can't wait till Trump Jr. has a hunting show. And you got to wonder if they would be cheering it on if Hunter Biden was hosting the next series of Intervention. If he had a how to crack a laptop show. These people be like, oh, it's corruption, it's corrupt. But when it's their people, they're like, oh, it's fine. I love it. Art of the deal. And it's like, no, it's not fine in either scenario. And the worst thing about it is, think about the animals, man. They're going to film. God damn. Can a rhino just... I can't even say what I want to say. I can't even say. Now you have to watch your speech in America, because Trump, if you haven't heard, he wants to deport American citizens to El Salvador or wherever. I don't know. some fucking country he's got to deal with where they're gonna pay to imprison people. And if you think he's like, if your reaction to that is, oh, he said American criminals. Number one, American criminals don't belong in another country. Number two, what crime did they commit? Because at this point, anything Trump says, if he just doesn't like you or he doesn't like what you say, he makes you out to be a very bad person or a criminal. You know, there's no rule of law. There's no more due process. It's absolutely exhausting, and people just standing idly by, you know, letting become normalized to it. Well, they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be the very bad people, but they've admitted like they've fucked up a bunch, and they're not giving anyone due process. So, oh, I'm surprised he's not going to do a reality show about sending people to foreign jails. You know, locked up abroad by Trump, hosted by Donald Trump. That's a very bad man. Let's lock him up. I don't even want to do his impression. I hate him. He's this fucking scumbag. Nepo, baby. Nepo swine. And that's the funny thing. It's like at this point, we have people running the country that are generations of nepotism babies. It's like this is second generation nepotism baby. Oh, God. Hit subscribe and notification bell. What was the other? There was some other news, but I just got so taken aback by Trump Jr. trying to get a hunting show on Discovery. Like, nobody wants to watch rich people that, you know, go to certain locations of Africa where these animals are very unsuspecting. It's not like he's going out into the bush and could be attacked at any time. He's going to like these huge reserves where they're like, yeah, you know, this might be a little dodgy, but for a few $100,000, you can hunt, you know, one of the most exotic animals in the world, a jaguar, a leopard. So it's not like, you know, he's ever in danger. He's going to like these reserves where they allow rich people. I mean, at this point, what is he going to do? Maybe he'll hunt humans. Anybody see, what was that movie with Ice-T back in the 90s? Where Ice-T was a bum, a hobo, and they hunted him. They brought him to an island, and Ice-T ended up, well, I won't spoil it. I know it's a 30-year-old movie, but watch it. Look it up, Ice-T movies, where they hunted him. He was a bum, and these corporate rich people. So funny, so funny. Maybe they will, you know, at one point, at some point, they're just going to be like, you know what, we're going to hunt liberals. And people would cheer it on. They'd think they were American for cheering it on. Yeah. We just need a whole new system. We need the wealthy to pay their fair share of taxes. And we need people to stop hating each other, to have some compassion and empathy. We need people to be like, you know what? I don't want anyone who works 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week to have to struggle. No one should have to have 2 jobs in America. No one. I don't care if you flip burgers or, you know, you're whatever. Nobody. Look at how much CEOs have keep rising their salary over the years. Starbucks CEO made $95 million in 4 months. That's $285 million a year. That is obscene. Obscene. What are you going to do? Buy 20, 30, $10 million homes? Like, what do you do with all that money? Meanwhile, the people who work for him can't fucking rent. Can't even rent. Never mind buy a home. Yep. That's what we need. We need people to start respecting humanity, just respecting it, like especially the Christians. They just need to respect the sanctity of humanity. Like if you're a human and you're in the wealthiest country in the world, you shouldn't have to struggle to survive. One job should be enough. And if you don't have a job, you shouldn't worry about healthcare. This is what we need to get people to wake up to. We need to stop having people fucking think that, oh, you know, you don't deserve to afford egg. You don't deserve to own a home. That's how people think, and it's so sickening. I'm so tired of it, and I pray people can wake up and just come together. And it's usually the wealthiest who are like, no, those people don't deserve. It's like, shut the fuck, go disappear, go on another vacation, get out of here. You've never had to struggle for nothing in your life, and you out here telling us like, you know, who deserves what. All right, guys. Oh, Gary's Economics released a new video. Link down below. And I really want you to watch it. He is a gem. He has great insights. Very, very smart dude. Gary's Economics. Please check him out. He was a trader, and now he's doing YouTube because he's saying, like, stuff's going to get much, much worse, folks. If we don't fix this problem of the very wealthy avoiding taxes, consolidating that wealth and power, buying up all the assets, owning everything, things are going to keep getting worse. Because once they have more and more power, there's no fighting back. You know, at this point, it's like Trump is avoiding courts. He's not listening to anyone. So his word is becoming law, which we fought a whole revolution. We fought a war against this, against one guy having all the power. And somehow people in this country are cheering it on. They're cheering it on. They're like, I love it, as long as he's not targeting me. But guess what? You're on the list. You're just higher up on the list. Yeah, there's other people that he's taking care of right now, but everybody's on the list because you're not wealthy and in his circle. Even people in his circle, if they say anything, if he farts and they say, oh, that one doesn't smell like roses today, those people are done. Why would you want to... Why would you want to support a guy who has a temperament of an inbred pit bull, you know? Like, why? I don't get it, man. You support people that, like, you know, I don't know. For me, I want to support people who have similar character, similar morality, have ethics, have some kind of backbone. You know that, you know, if you stand for them, they're going to stand for you. This guy's like, if you don't stand for me, everything's over. I don't care what's going on in the world. If I say this and you don't do it, bomb. And it's amazing because those people will, like, not like their bosses because their bosses will exercise that power, but they'll love this guy. It's fucking weird. It's so weird, folks. We got to wake up. We got to educate America. We got to invest in schools. We got to invest in getting people educated, and a good education too. All right. So please check out Gary's Economics because he's a brilliant, brilliant man. He said he's taking a little break and to go on vacation, which I don't blame him. If I could afford a vacation, I would absolutely take one. I feel the past decade since I lost my career has just been one long ass test. Oh, by the way, read the book of Matthew. I was reading some Matthew. Was it Matthew 21:13? Matthew 21:13, I believe, where Jesus goes into the church and flips over the tables and said, you know, this is supposed to be a house of prayer. You turn my father's house into a den of thieves, den of robbers. And that's his critique on capitalism. So Jesus was a Marxist who believed that, you know, there was a revolution coming. And these capitalists who are exploiting everyone did not deserve the time of day. The only time Jesus you see him flip out in the Bible is when he's flipping over tables in the church because they turned it into a capitalist marketplace. So check that out. Go read some Matthew 21:13. I believe that's what it is, or right around there. Matthew 21 something. It's the story of Jesus going into the church on Sunday and saying, "You guys are fucking thieves, bunch of thieves." That's what he called the capitalist class. So if you're into Jesus, he's got a great story. Amazing human, one of my favorite. Please check it out. All right, guys, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm going to be releasing a video this week at some point. Very excited. Hopefully it's good. If you don't like it, oh well. It's trying to pull back the curtain on the great Oz. Oz being Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. So, Alyssa, you have a good day too. If I don't see you tomorrow, good luck on your surgery. Be thinking about you, sending you good vibes, good energy. And hopefully everything's okay. We look forward to hearing from you when you're out. Do some breathing, some meditating, get your mind right. You're going to be okay. And we'll see you on the other side. We'll see you whenever you get back. Whenever. Don't rush, but, you know, check in. Let us know how everything goes. We'll be thinking about you. Yeah, you won't be here for the live. So, yeah, when you're feeling better, take your time. But it will be good to hear back from you, hear how everything went. And, yeah, that's it. Take some time. If you have some time, watch Gary's Economics. Video linked in the description. Very, very smart dude. Very important dude. And then go read about Donald Trump Jr. using his daddy's influence to try and get him a hunting show on Discovery. Peace.